Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a chatty get ready with me and a full face of first impressions with the exception of like one or two items. Okay, so I got a bunch of products for my birthday and I got a bunch of products in the mail this week, which I'm gonna go ahead and say count for my birthday since I got them on my birthday or very close to that. So let's do this. To get started, we are going to be spraying with the Urban Decay Quick Fix, and it is the Hydra Charged Complexion Prep Priming Spray. Supposedly you put it on underneath your primer. Oh my gosh, my baby hairs are out of control. Apparently you put it underneath your primer and it helps your makeup stay, I suppose. So I did get this in the mail, sent to me from Urban Decay, and we're gonna test it out. Smells good. Smells like coconuts. Yeah, it says apply to clean skin before moisturizer or makeup. So we'll see what that does. Okay, so this one I have shown on here before, so it's not a total first impression, but it is the Fenty Beauty Primer, and I'm using it because I did just buy the Fenty Beauty foundation, so I want to pair them together and see how they work together. And I don't have any primers right now that are in my collection that I haven't used yet, so we're just going to pretend it's a first impression. This is the much talked about Fenty Beauty foundation. Sorry that I am late to the train on this. This is the shade 120. It's their third lightest shade because I am pale. When I tried it out in the store, it seemed to work really well. I've heard that it oxidizes. I wore it for a while on my arm in the store and it seemed to still be okay, so I'm hoping that it doesn't oxidize super badly on my face. So I guess we're gonna find out. And it is a neutral undertone is what it was sold as. Foundation with a neutral undertone. I'm also excited for this foundation because it's supposed to be super matte, and since I'm super oily, that will be very exciting for me. It's not the most full coverage foundation I have ever used, which is good because you can still see your skin underneath it. It's a little bit less full coverage than I usually use, but it feels nice and it looks really nice. The color is actually really, really good, which I'm excited about because all my foundations right now are too warm for my skin, so I'm excited to have this one that's not too warm so I don't have this nice yellow foundation line. Alright, for concealer, and I'm way like years late to the train on this, but I did pick up the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Vanilla, so I'm almost out of my Shape Tape and I've been wanting to try a couple other things, even though I'm going to definitely go get more Shape Tape. I wanted to try some other things out, so this is what we ended up with. Okay, so now we're going to jump to brows. I don't usually do my brows on camera, but for the sake of testing new products, I'm going to. So I am using Urban Decay's Brow Beater. I usually use Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, but I got this in the mail and I thought I might as well try it out. So I'm just doing tiny little upward strokes with this brush to make it look like hair. I have been using the Dip Brow for like years I've been using the dip brow, but I'm trying to go back to a little bit more natural looking brows. So I've been using the brow pencils as opposed to the dip brow lately. Been enjoying the way that that is looking. Shade is a little warmer than I usually like, so I maybe wouldn't pick this shade up next time. That brow pencil is very comparable to the ABH Brow Wiz, so I would definitely use them interchangeably if I had the right shade. For face powder, I'm going to be using my Cover FX Translucent Light Powder. I have used this before. I don't have any new face powders right now. In terms of eyes, let's go ahead and jump on that. So I'm using kind of a mix of stuff here. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Distortion palette. I did just get that in the mail. It's kind of a weird palette, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like it's kind of disjointed. I definitely can't do a full look with this, so I'm going to have to pull from other palettes because there aren't any transition shades. But the shimmers look really nice, and since I'm wearing something bronzy and coppery, I'm going to be using the bronze, copper, and black shades over here, and we'll see kind of how those play out on the eyes. Some other new products for my eyes I'm going to be using are this Nude Sticks Magnetic Luminous Eye Color in Burnish, and I'm going to be using that as a base. This is kind of fun. They're Rock and Roller Easy Eyeliner, which is a rolling eyeliner. I've never used that before, and it's in Bronze Patina. And then the Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara. So I'm going to kind of mix all these together and see what look we come up with. And then I will probably be using some transition shades from my BH Studio Pro Ultimate Neutral Shadow Palette, which I've been using every day forever. Okay, so I am going to use my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is also not new. This is just one of my base shades that I'm going to be using from that Studio Pro palette. I'm going to be using Transition Shade, and it's going to be warmer considering I'm wearing like warmer colors, so I'm going to do this shade. This is a Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush. I'm just going back and forth in that crease. I'm going to move on over to the Magnetic Luminous Eye Color from Nude Sticks in Burnish, and I'm kind of going to put this down all over my lid as a base to some shimmers. And then I'm going to go in with the color Territorial. This is my Sigma Eye Shading E55. It just is great at packing colors on. Then I'm going to take this It Brushes for Ulta Blending Crease 105 brush. And it's a clean brush, so just going to blend those edges out. I'm going to go back in with that Studio Pro palette in this super intense shimmer shade here, and I'm over here. and put that in the inner corner and my brow bone. We're going to skip lashes today so we can actually test this mascara out. And it's the Urban Decay Troublemaker Mascara. I've heard lots of good things about it, but the brush makes me wary, so I'm not sure if I'm going to love it. Looks like this. It's a weird brush. Okay, so I'm going to curl my lashes and put this mascara on. My lashes are kind of a mess right now, so it'll be a miracle if this can actually make them look good. First thought is I feel like this is going to be super clumpy and I'm a little terrified of it, so. I'm going to put a second coat on to see if that will add some more length, but it's actually separating pretty well, so it's not as clumpy as I initially anticipated, which is pleasantly surprising. Alright, all the clumps came out of the woodwork for coat number 2, so I'm going to try and comb through those. I'm going to just go ahead and throw out there that this is not my favorite mascara I've ever used. It's pretty good at volume and it's definitely super black. I don't think it lengthens as much as I like it to lengthen. And also I just feel naked without lashes, so that's probably part of the issue. It looks pretty and it's like I'll still use it. I'll just probably use it in conjunction with other mascaras. Okay, this bronzer isn't new, but I haven't used it in a long time. It's my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. And I'm also going to be using my Butter Blush in Vintage Rouge, and I think I've used this one before. And then for highlight, I don't think I've mentioned this on my channel before, is my Becca Light Waves highlighter palette. And I'm going to be using, it is Moonstone. Alright, and then to finish this look, we're just going to throw on some lipstick and gloss. And I'm going to be using this Perfect Pout Santa Monica lipstick as just my nude base. Kind of a warmer nude. I like to put it under glosses. And then I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Universal Gloss Bomb. Yes, and it's supposed to be like the world's most flattering lip gloss, so I guess we're gonna test it out. Ooh, it's got a very large applicator. It looks super sparkly, which will be right up my alley. I love that. And it's not sticky, it's just super glossy, so this will probably be a staple in my purse from now on. It's super pretty. Alright, I stand corrected. Alright guys, that's the final look when it comes to this makeup tutorial. And I hope that you enjoyed this Chatty Get Ready With Me and First Impressions video. Let me know what you want to see next in the comments below, and I will definitely be sure to get back to you. And if you like Chatty Get Readies with me or first impression videos, please let me know as well, and I'll definitely throw more of those into the mix for you guys. So have an awesome Monday, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys!